Good morning or afternoon or nighttime or wherever you're at. You too. What's going on, everybody? It's another beautiful day. It is another beautiful day. Woo! So, a lot's happened last couple of days. Um, I have not filmed or touched a camera in a little while. I've just been busy, dude. It's, the beginning of the year is like, we are like picking up where we left off, and we are just running with, the plans on a bunch of stuff. And, you don't have time really to stop and, just take time out for yourself. You got to keep pushing. So it is what it is. So first things first, tax time is here. I had to get out and get that done along with everything else. It's like I said, when it rains it pours. And speaking of rain, it's still raining here in sunny Southern California. The amount of rain that we've ever seen. And if it wasn't for my reliance on driving Uber, I wouldn't give a damn if it rained. I actually love the rain, but being that I am low man on the totem pole, it severely hinders my ability to make big money when it rains. So I would like for it to not rain anymore. However, that's not going to happen. We got a lot more rain coming. So, hey, whatever. I got to make the best of it. I regrettably did not drive in the rain last couple of times when it was raining, 2 weeks ago or whatnot. And I should have drove, because I would be in way better position now if I would have just sucked it up and got stuff done. So, but right now, man, that's gorgeous. But right now, I got to suck it up, and I got to get out there in the rain and make this money happen. If you guys have goals, you got to get your goals done, and if you don't, you're going to watch everybody else get their goals done, and you're going to feel like a schlep rock. You're going to feel like a freaking loser. And I don't know about you, but me and my crew, we're not losers. We are winners, and we're takers, and we're out here to get what we got to get. So with that being said, one thing I wanted to point out, and I will commit to having a little bit better video array for the videos that I'm doing for the rideshare playlists. The Elite Transporter is the playlist that you could find on my channel with all of the videos that we've been making and will continue to make about ride sharing, tips and tricks and things like that, things to understand. One of those, we'll go into great detail about it, but when it comes to tax time, if you do not set yourself up for success, you will fail. You will fail big time. And if you want to be a regular driver, because there's most people that do rideshare, they just want to be a regular driver. They're not doing this in a business perspective, meaning that, they're not setting up taxes ahead of time. They're not expense writing, for business activities. They're not doing any of that stuff. And instead, they're just working off of like a 1099 basis, which is the tax form. And that, man, this is a freaking almost 2020, and we still have internet connectivity issues. I mean, like, really? Oh, it's so annoying. So sorry about that. But like I was saying, if you're a 1099 riding or a driver, a rideshare driver, just a driver, you're not a business owner, you're not expensing your expenses, you're not doing the proper paperwork as if you were a business or operating as a business, then all you need really is one app. And the app that I use to help me out as a regular driver, if I were to be a regular driver, that app is Mile IQ. And Mile IQ is a app that tracks your mileage as you drive, and you come back into it and you categorize it as business or pleasure, or business or personal, I should say. And so your business mileage, it's racked up separately, and it's indicated at the end of the year in a spreadsheet of sorts, and you can take that spreadsheet, give it to your accountant, and your accountant can transaction those logs accurately. For example, every time I drive, Mile IQ records exactly where I'm driving, why I'm driving, how much I'm driving. It's exact. When you're driving for Uber, for example, like my entire last year, I drove completely for Uber and Uber only. So during that transaction, they said I made around, hey, what's up, Maximus? Is that you? What's up, brother? Yeah, that's right. That's right, baby. You already know what time it is, man. Congratulations right there to Maximus Industries. He is officially Elite Society material. Congratulations. He made his prospective journey this last month, I should say, into becoming a member of Elite Society. My hat's off to you, brother. Thank you so much for stepping in and taking care of yourself foremost and your family, but also looking out after your brothers, man. We salute you, dude. We really thank you. So back to what I was saying. If you're just a regular driver and you want to make sure you don't get screwed when it comes to tax time, one thing that you have to understand is when you I looked at that whole year, I only drove for Uber. I did not drive for Lyft at all the entire year. And I wanted to do a comparison. And so this year I'm driving for Lyft, and I'm going to do a comparison. So what I found out was when Uber tracks your mileage, it's only tracking when you pick the person up and when you drop them off. It does not track when you're driving to pick that person up. And you and I both know you may have to drive 5 miles to go pick someone up, but they may only want to go to a block away on something, right? So now you're out 5 miles, and as you'll learn when you go do your taxes, I think of as this year, it's 54 cents a mile is what that's worth. So if Uber only tracked me for 15,000 miles and I only made 20 grand according to my numbers, that's a losing proposition. First off, we'll talk about that later. Second off, 15,000 miles is all that Uber tracked, meaning they did not include all of the business miles. When I looked into the Mile IQ app and I pulled that up, that Mile IQ app tracked 20,000 plus miles as business miles. That's over 5,000 miles that I'm not getting reimbursed on if I just listen to Uber, right? That's a lot of money. What is 5,000 miles plus, right, rated at 54 cents a mile? You're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,500 that you lost out on. That $2,500 for me this year was the difference of owing the IRS leechers or them paying me. That's a key understanding there. So all in all, with all said and done, me and my career earning the lowest amount that I will get paid in my entire career, plus the part-time work of my rideshare driving, when it's all said and done, I end up $1,000 coming back to me at the end of the year, all because I properly documented my business mileage from that app. If I hadn't have done so, the tables would have been turned. I would have been looking in the neighborhood of around anywhere between $1,700 to $2,000 that I would have had to owe are IRS leechers. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all down to pay my fair share, but I'm telling you right now, my opinion and my view and the way it's going, it is freaking crooked. The system is broken, and I don't know when or if the system will get fixed. I do have confidence that it will get fixed. I just don't know when, really. So, while it's here, you got to think of ways to make sure you're ahead of the, crap that's going to come your way. I'm going to tell you this. I had, in the past, had issues with the IRS leeches. There was a period of time where I worked for a company, and I told them I want to be documented as single zero on my exemptions, and they put in there married with 3 or something like that. And it ultimately, years down the road, came back to bite me in an audit. Then they, I had no idea that they did that. They had lost my original paperwork. Then they had just made up paperwork for me and submitted that. So you got all that money for the years I worked there, plus the interest that it was a mess. It damn near almost came to a lawsuit. But you were going to talk about tax issues for like 2 years. I had tax problems with that. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't my fault. I was like, what the hell is this? So I always claimed single zero. Even when I had my family, I still claimed single zero. Because I never ever get into a position where I got to owe on my taxes. I know what that was like, and I'm telling you, it was bad. It was scary, and it was bad. Think about that. They threw Al Capone, the roughest, toughest gangster of his time. They literally killed that man, If it wasn't for that guy would have never got caught. But there's some serious folks out there, and there are some serious leechers. They will suck you dry on your money. So, anyways, avoid that crap, you guys. Get smart. Get Mile IQ. You'll be surprised at the money that you'll save and the help that it's going to, clarity it'll bring in your life. You're going to find out so much about your driving and ways you can avoid taxes and whatnot. The way I see it is I live in California, Stan, and this country over here, it's like a country inside of a great country. But unfortunately, I'm in behind enemy lines over here. It's bad. It's really bad. So they want to steal as much of your money as they possibly can fathom. And on top of that, you got Uncle Sam that, they'll let these billionaires get away with like freaking almost murder in these millionaires. But when it comes to your average, everyday poor folk, I consider myself poor, man. I'm poor. I'm not as poor as the poorest out there, but I'm poor. In California standards, I'm poverty, But I'm telling you what, I'm going to be there forever. And I'm going to have a plan to get out of it. And I've been working at it for at least a decade now. And I'm going to get out of it. So I'm trying to share these little nuggets of information that I have learned along the way to help you guys out. And even if you're not driving, as a rideshare driver, you can still get some reimbursements and get some money back in your pocket if you play your cards right. So anyways, I recommend, if you're going to do your taxes, go to Dave Ramsey's website, click on the ELP, and they will have people that they recommend to do taxes in your area, and you will save a lot of money. And you'll have the peace of mind knowing that it is done correct and with the heart of a teacher. So I love that. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. If you haven't done so yet and you don't have your finances in order, you need to get them in order. There are some dark times coming, and I'm telling you right now, they're coming, whether you're ready or not. If you're not writing a budget out before the month starts and sticking to that budget, you're going to be left behind. You are going to be one with the earth. if you're still here. So I'm telling you, man, you gotta get your stuff in gear. I'm rebuilding my teams. We're going to be taking names, and we're going to be doing some major influencing, some major change work ahead of us. I don't like where California stands going. I've got to kind of hunker down behind enemy lines for now, but I'm telling you, I'm creating an evac plan, and I'm getting my people to safety. We're getting out of here as soon as we can. We just got to hunker down and endure the fight for right now, because it's going to be a nasty, drawn-out fight. And you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I just got to my zone. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna conquer and get some money going. You know, we got to make things happen, and you guys got to make things happen on your side. If you've been through these trials and tribulations, comment down below. Get those little keyboard warriors out there and start telling me what you've been going through, how you got past all these problems. Let me know if you use ELP service from Dave Ramsey. Let me know if you're a Dave Ramsey, you know, Money Matters, Money Matters, Total Money Makeover recipient and or, you know, person that enjoys their products. If you can, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And go over there, get your elbows ready, and give me a flying elbow on that like button, baby. Yeah, bust it up. Bust up that like button. And I really appreciate you guys for watching and spending a couple minutes with me, just kicking my brain around on some stuff. But you know what? It's time to take control. It's time to, you know, take matters in your own hands for your own life, you know, and control your family and control your destiny. It can be done. So thank you so much for watching. Until then, catch me.